Good morning to everyone. Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes. We have to know about that axial and equatorial bond. It means the bond should be parallel to the central metal atom, that is call it as a axial, and other bond should be call it as a equatorial, and in that in between the axial and the equatorial bond there will be angle of bond is 90 degree. Okay, in that axial is equal to equatorial, the bond length of axial and the equatorial is equal for octahedral complexes. The bond length of axial and equatorial is equal for octahedral complexes. For axial, bond length is greater than equatorial bond length. The shape of the complex is trigonal bipyramidal. If axial is less than equatorial, the shape of the complex is pentagonal bipyramidal. Okay, in that the one of the type is ML6 type of coordination compound. Okay, here x prime, y prime, z prime are the ligands and M is the central metal atom. Here the ligands approaches along the axis towards metal ion to form coordinate complexes. Okay, ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡು ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ದ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಟಾಹೆಡ್ರನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್. ವಿ ನೋ ದಿಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ M is center and ligand is at the corners. Okay, in the Eg dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals here are directed along the axis. Okay, and the T2g dxy dyz dxz, that should be point between the x, y and z. Okay, and here the ligands will increases the energy of the Eg orbital more than the T2g orbitals. Okay, these ligands should be increases the energy of the Eg orbital more than the T2g orbital. So in that we know that Eg has the higher energy and T2g has the lower energy. Okay, in that you have to see here. Okay, here one energy level diagram for d orbital is, this is energy increasing. Okay, increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಗೆ 5 ಸಬ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ, ವೈ ಝೆಡ್, ಝೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಝೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ವೈ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಇದೇನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆನ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್. Okay, in that the splitting should be possible. Okay, and Eg and T2g, here Eg ನಾವು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ Eg ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ T2g ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಲೋಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು 0.6 ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಓ ಆಯಿತಾ, ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನು, ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಯಿತಾ, ಇದನ್ನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. T2gಗೂ Egಗೂ ಈ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ನ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಫಸ್ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಲೋಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಗೆ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಲೋಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ T2g ಇದೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 1s2 2s2 ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ 3D ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಲೋಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯಿಂದ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು T2g ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು Eg ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇನೇ T2g ಮತ್ತು Eg. This will call it as a crystal field splitting. Okay, here in this the electron present in T2g level that is stabilized, that stabilizes the energy, and here the energy enters into the Eg level that destabilizes the energy. Okay, do you get it? Here I am telling the electrons which enters into the lower energy, that stabilizes the energy. When electron enters into the higher energy, that destabilizes the energy. Which electron stabilizes the energy is called crystal field stabilizing energy. Crystal field stabilizing energy. In that we have to know about that in VBT, weak ligand and strong ligands are present. In that, for weak ligand there is no pairing. There is no pairing, but in strong ligand pairing up takes place. Pairing up takes place. Okay, in that we have to know about that. Here also in CFT, crystal field splitting, here also the weak ligand and strong ligand is there. In that we have to know about that the energy gap differences. It means in the EG and the T2G level, what is the energy gap should be present when the weak ligand is used or strong ligand is used. But in the VBT, pairing up is possible, but in the CFT we have to know about the, here also pairing is possible. In that also we have to know about that the energy gap differences. Okay, the energy gap differences between the T2G and the EG level. Okay, next we move on to the when the ligands are weak. Okay, the energy gap between the, here the main thing is the energy gap. It means energy gap between the T2G and EG. Okay, the is small. Okay, the energy gap between the T2G and the EG level is small in the presence of weak ligand. In the presence of weak ligand, when the ligand is weak, the energy gap between T2G and EG is too small, and in that the energy is also same. The energy is also same for the 5 orbitals. Okay, in the presence of 5 different orbitals in d orbitals, the energy is also same for that, and distribution of electron is taking place. Distribution of electron is taking place as per the Hund's rule It means the pairing of electron takes place only after all the orbitals of same energy are off filled. It means for d orbitals it has 5 suborbitals, 1 2 3 4 5. It means distribution of electron is taking place as per the Hund's rule. It means the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, they are saying the electron should be takes place. It means pairing of electron should be takes place only after all the orbitals have same energy or off filled. This is the d orbitals of suborbitals. Here we have to first, all the orbitals should contains off filled orbital. We know that one suborbital should contains maximum of 2 electrons. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 5 suborbitals ಇದಾವೆ. 5 suborbitals ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಅನ್ಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, when the electrons are pairing up, some energy is required. That energy is called it as a pairing energy. Some energy is required to pair the electrons with other atom. That is called it as a pairing energy. Okay, this is all about the ligands should are weak. It means the energy, when the ligands are weak, the energy gap between the T2G and EG is small. Okay, the energy is also same for the 5 orbitals, and distribution of electron is taking place as per the Und's rule. Okay, in that you have to know about that. First they enter to the T2G level and then EG level. Okay, dxy, dyz, dxz, z square, x square minus y square, or vice versa. First they are entering to the electron should enters to the T2G level and then EG level. Okay, next we move on to the second one is when ligands are strong. When ligands are strong. Okay, when we consider that ligand is strong ligand, here first one is in the weak ligand the energy gap is small, but in the strong ligand the energy gap is large. Okay, the energy gap is large, and here distribution of electrons, how it will takes place is the electron first occupy the T2G level and next to EG level. It means T2G means 3 suborbitals are there, 1 2 3, xy, yz, zx. EG means 2 orbitals, x square minus y square, z square. In the ligands are weak, first the electron should enters to the 5 orbitals. Okay, first they have to fill one unpaired electron, after that the pairing will be starting. It means ವೀಕ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 5 ಸಬ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಫಸ್ಟು ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟು T2G ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ EG ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟು T2G ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲೇ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವು 3 ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲು ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ EG ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿ EG ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ವೀಕ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 5 ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಫಿಲ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಪೇರ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟು T2G ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟು ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು EG ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಡು ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ವೆನ್ ದ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ the electron should be pairing with the other atoms, some energy is required. Okay, that is called it as a pairing energy. Here if delta O is less than P means pairing energy. If delta O is less than pairing, unpairing of electrons takes place. Okay, unpairing of electron takes place. It means weak field and high spin. Okay, unpair if delta O, this energy gap is less than P. Okay, it means weak field ligand and a high complex is formed. If delta O is greater than P, pairing is taking place, pairing of electron takes place. It means strong field, low spin and low spin. Okay, even less than pairing energy, it means energy gap. This is the energy gap. Delta means energy gap between the T2G and EG. This will less than pairing energy. Unpairing of electrons takes place that has a weak field and high spin complex. When the electron delta O is greater than P, it means the energy gap between the T2G and EG level is greater than P. Pairing of electron takes place. Strong field and low spin complexes. All of you get it? When the ligands are weak, the energy gap between T2G and EG is small. Distribution of electron is taking place. First, all the 5 orbitals should be filled, and after that pairing up starts. But in the strong ligand, energy gap is too large. When the energy gap is too large, the repulsion of electron is more. Okay, here the first T2G level is filled. After that they enter into the EG level. Delta O is less than P and delta O is greater than P. If less than P, weak field and high spin. Greater than P, strong field and the low spin. Okay, in that here some crystal field stabilization energy for metal ions having different d electrons in octahedral complexes. Okay, here the formula is there. 0.6 delta O into Eg plus minus 0.4 delta naught O T2G. Okay, here in the last class I was explained the energy gap differences. Okay, T2G and Eg, and in that the weak ligand and the strong ligand we are taking. The weak ligand is this energy gap is less. Okay, for strong ligand this one energy gap is more. For weak ligand the electron should be enters into the T2G level and then EG and then pairing up. For strong ligand first they are filling up T2G level and then pairing. Okay, after that they are entered to the EG level. Here number of electrons, here distribution of electrons, it has high spin. That means weak ligand field. Okay, and CFSE, it means crystal field stabilization energy, and magnetic properties. It means how many CFSE is there and which is the magnetic property. Either it is a paramagnetic or a diamagnetic. Okay, and here this is the distribution of electrons. Low spin. Low spin means strong ligand field. Here also CFSE and magnetic property. Okay, here d orbital has a 10 electrons. You already know about that. D orbital has a 10 electrons. In that D1, okay, here T2G level is there, EG level. For T2G, XY, YZ, ZX orbitals are there. EG, X square minus Y square and Z square. Okay, here D1 orbital. In the D orbital it contains 1 electron. So that's why here 1 electron is entered into the T2G level. CFSE is minus 0.4 delta O. Okay, here there is a presence of unpaired of electron, so it is paramagnetic. Okay, next is in the low spin, it means strong ligand. Here 1 electron is there, and here also the CFSE is minus 0.4 delta O, and it is also paramagnetic because it contains a 1 unpaired electron. Okay, next second one is D2 electron. Here 2 electrons are present, 2 unpaired electrons are filled. According to Un's rule of maximum multiplicity, these 5 orbitals should contain 1 electron each. After that pairing up is started. Okay, but in the distance is CFSE, energy is 0.8 delta O. Here there is presence of unpaired electron, so it is paramagnetic. Okay, then next, here also 2 electrons are entering. Here also the CFSE is 0.8 delta O. It is paramagnetic in nature. Next, third one is D3 electrons. 3 electrons are present. In that, the 3 electrons should enters into the first T2G level. The CFSE is minus 1.2 delta O. It is para because unpaired electrons are present. And here also 3 electrons are there. That should be enters into the T2G level. The CFSE is minus 1.2 delta O, para magnetic in nature. Next, D4 is, it means 4 electrons are present in the d orbital. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the electron in the T2G level, they should have a 1 electron each. After that, the electron is entering into the EG level. Okay, the crystal field stabilization energy is minus 0.6 delta naught. Here paramagnetic because unpaired electrons are present. But here you have to see this in the strong field, it means low spin complexes. The electrons have a 4. Okay, 4 electrons are present in that 1, 2, 3. Here last electron should enters into the EG level, but in this last electron should enters into the T2G level again by pairing up. Okay, so that's why for strong field ligand, first all the orbitals present in T2G, that is are filled up, and then electrons enters into the EG level. Okay, ಫಸ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ T2G ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ದೀಸ್ 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, EG ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಫಿಲ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 4th ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ EG ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗದೇನೆ ಮತ್ತೆ T2G ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ, ಈ ಪೇರಪ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಎನರ್ಜಿನೇ ನಾವು ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಯಿತಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ CFSE is minus 1.6 delta O. Okay, delta O means octahedral complexes. Here unpaired electrons are present, so therefore it is a paramagnetic in nature. Okay, next D5 configuration, 5 electrons are present, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 0. The CFSE is 0, paramagnetic, and here also 1 electron is pairing up with other orbital, minus 2.0 delta O, paramagnetic, because it has a unpaired electron. Okay, next 6th one is D6 orbital. It means 6 electrons are present. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the in the weak ligand field, all the orbitals should contains 1 electron, and the remaining gets pairing up. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪೇರ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಲು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನು ಫಿಲ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಪೇರ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ, ಇಯರ್ CFSE is minus 0.4 delta naught. Here there are 4 unpaired electrons, so that's why it carries a paramagnetic. Okay, and we will move on to the strong field. Here 6 electrons are there, 1, 2, 3. After that, the 1 electron should be filled by all the orbitals present in T2G only. ಇಲ್ಲಿ T2G ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, EG ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪೇರಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ, 6 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದೆ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electrons are filled in T2G level, so it is minus 2.4 delta O, diamagnetic, because it does not contain any unpaired electron. And next is D7 orbital. There are 7 electrons are present. In that, all the electrons should carry a 1 unpaired electron, and after pairing up, CFSE is 0.8 delta O, paramagnetic. Here 3 unpaired electrons are present, so it is paramagnetic in nature. And here also 1 electron should enters to the EG level, because all the electrons are filled in T2G level. That is minus 1.8 delta O, Para means paramagnetic. There are one unpaired electrons are present, and after that D8, D9, D10 electrons. This should be same for E2G and EG level. T2G and EG levelಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇ ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇ ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ T2G and EG level. And in that D8 electrons, 8 electrons are present. After that T2G level is completely filled, and one unpaired electrons is present in the EG level. So CFSE is minus 1.2 delta O, that is paramagnetic. And D9 is like this, one orbital in the EG level is completely filled, and CFSE is 0.6 delta O, paramagnetic. Okay, D10 last, all the orbitals should completely filled, that is 0 dq. It is diamagnetic because there is no presence of unpaired of electrons. This is all about the CFSE for metal ions having the different d electrons for octahedral complexes. Next we will move on to the factors affecting on CFT. Okay, next class we will explain you.